लेसन है हमारा, दैट इज़ फॉर टू अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट इज स्क्वायर्स एंड स्क्वायर रूट्स। तो आज हम इसके बारे में पूरा डिटेल में पढ़ेंगे। तो आई थिंक स्क्वायर क्या होता है छोटी क्लासेस में आपने सुना होगा। सो फर्स्ट थिंग इज विल टॉक अबाउट स्क्वायर। और इसमें मैं आई विल बी टेकिंग 8th स्टैंडर्ड की जो कंसाइज की बुक है, आई विल बी टेकिंग दैट। तो अभी जिन स्टूडेंट के पास वो है तो इट कैन बी हेल्पफुल फॉर देम। तो उसमें से प्रॉब्लम्स आई विल बी टेकिंग। तो स्क्वायर क्या होता है? सो फर्स्ट थिंग इज परफेक्ट स्क्वायर। व्हाट इज परफेक्ट स्क्वायर? परफेक्ट स्क्वायर इज अ नंबर जो कि खुद से हम मल्टीप्लाई करते हैं। जैसे 5 को 5 से मल्टीप्लाई किया तो वी गेट 25। सो 25 इज अ परफेक्ट स्क्वायर। 21 इज अ परफेक्ट स्क्वायर? नो, क्योंकि वो ऐसा कोई नंबर नहीं है कि वो दो सेम नंबर को अपने से मल्टीप्लाई करके 21 मिले हमको। वी डोंट हैव दैट। तो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल आई वुड लाइक ऑल ऑफ यू, तो आप लोग सबसे पहले तो स्क्वायर्स जितने भी आपने पिछली क्लासेस में पढ़े हैं 1 to 25 तक, तो डेफिनेटली मैं सबको रिकमेंड करता हूँ, तो वो आपको टिप्स पे याद होने चाहिए, राइट। सो आज अभी मैं यहाँ पर लिख देता हूँ। इफ़ यू डोंट नो तो आप लोग वो अभी नोट डाउन कर लो। सो 2 का स्क्वायर, यहाँ स्क्वायर लिखे हैं, यहाँ उसका नंबर है, राइट। और इसका अपोजिट स्क्वायर रूट होता है, मीन्स 4 का स्क्वायर रूट 2 हो जाएगा। तो वो भी आपके लिए हेल्पफुल होगा। अगर 4 का स्क्वायर रूट है तो दैट विल बी 2। ओके, ऐसे 3 का इट विल बी 9, 4 इज 16, 5 इज 25, 6 is 36, 7 49, 8 64, 9 81, 10 100, 11 121, 12 144, 13 169, 14 196, 15 225, 16 17, 18, 19, 361, 20, 21, 22, 23, 23 is 529, 24, 25। तो ये सब जैसे मैंने तेजी से लिखे वैसे ही आपको भी ये इनफैक्ट याद हो जाने चाहिए। अगर 25 तक भी करेंगे हम, 25 तक भी, तो इट्स गुड। तो रेसिप्रोकल मीन्स नॉट रेसिप्रोकल, इसका अपोजिट जो है, मीन्स अगर ये इसका स्क्वायर है तो ये इसका स्क्वायर रूट हो जाएगा। तो ये दोनों चीज़ें आपको परफेक्ट स्क्वायर के केस में तो याद रहेंगी। अब इसमें जो फर्स्ट टॉपिक आता है कि आपको परफेक्ट स्क्वायर बनाना है, या आपको कोई नंबर दिया है, फाइंड आउट द स्क्वायर। सो उस नंबर को खुद से ही मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे तो यू विल गेट स्क्वायर। तो ये सब नोट कर लेना आप लोग, वीडियो होल्ड करके यू कैन नोट इट डाउन अगर आपने अभी तक नहीं लिखा है। आई विल बी गोइंग टू द नेक्स्ट टॉपिक कि हमको अगर चेक करना है कि वेदर वो परफेक्ट स्क्वायर है या नहीं है। तो ये हमारा फर्स्ट टाइप का प्रॉब्लम है। सो जस्ट वी विल गो थ्रू इट। ओके, तो हम एक एग्जांपल लेते हैं जिसमें कि हमको ये देखना है कि वो परफेक्ट स्क्वायर है या नहीं है। वो निकालने के लिए वी हैव टू डू द प्राइम फैक्टराइजेशन। तो पहला एक एग्जांपल जो दिया हुआ है दैट इज 196। अब 196 का प्राइम फैक्टराइजेशन हम कैसे निकालते हैं? इस तरीके से आपने छोटी क्लासेस में निकाला होगा, एक बार फिर से निकालते हैं। लास्ट डिजिट आपका इवन नंबर है 2, वो देखना है। तो सबसे पहले छोटा प्राइम नंबर इज 2, उससे हम डिवाइड करेंगे। तो हाउ मच यू विल गेट इज, इसका अगर हाफ करते हैं तो इट विल बी आई थिंक 98। फिर उसका हाफ करेंगे तो इट विल गिव यू 49, देन 7, बिकॉज यहाँ 49 इज द स्क्वायर ऑफ 7। सो आपका प्राइम फैक्टराइजेशन कितना आ गया? 2 इंटू 2 इंटू 7 इंटू 7। तो आपको यहाँ देखना है कि ये पेयर अगर बन गए और उसके बाद कुछ भी बच नहीं रहा है तो इट इज़ अ परफेक्ट स्क्वायर। अगर यहाँ कुछ बच जाएगा तो इट इज़ नॉट अ परफेक्ट स्क्वायर। तो अभी नेक्स्ट जो हमारा क्वेश्चन आता है वो मैं एक्सरसाइज से ले लेता हूँ। Hello students, sorry there is a break in between. So let me start with the exercise 2a. We were doing some square part of it, so let us do that, continue doing that. So I have explained what is the square, how to calculate square, and then there is a factorization method to find out whether the number given is a perfect square or not. So let us do some question. I will be referring a concise book for ICSE students. So it will be helpful for all the boards. So this exercise is 3A. I am doing some questions from there. So first question says find the square. So that is very easy. Now I will be starting with the question number 2, which says you have to find, by splitting into prime factor, find the square root of 11025. So this is the first part, 11025. We need to find the square root of this number by splitting into the prime factor. So let us find out the prime factors. So now we have to start from smaller to bigger. So we can see this is 7 plus 2, 5 plus 2, 7 plus 2, 11. So 3, we can already do that. Or other way is the last digit is 5, definitely we can divide it by 5. So I will be just doing that. So if we will divide by 5, what do we get is 2205. Then again I can do it with 5. So what we will get is 441. Then we'll be doing it with 3. No. Will it go with 3? Because yeah, 4 plus 1, 9. So what we will get is 147, and again 3 will give us 49. Then with 7 will give us 7, then 7 will give us 1. So 11025 can be written as 5 into 5 into 3 into 3 into 7 into 7. Right? This is the way we calculate. Now in a square root, always remember you have to take the pair of numbers. So here I am taking these 1. So this will give you 15 multiplied by this pair of 3. You have to choose 1. Okay. For square roots, for cube roots you have to take 3. See, square root is like that. This is the symbol of square root. We don't write 2 here. So 2 means it is power 1 by 2. Okay. So whenever we solve for square root, always make a pair and choose 1 from it. That would be quite easy for you to do it. And here out of this 2, 7, 1 7 will come. So if we multiply, 5 into 3 is 15, 15 sevens are 105 is our answer. Now let us do third part of the question. Third part of the question says the number is 194481. 194481. With the same method, let us do that. So 194481. Right. So first we have to take the smallest prime number is 2, then 3, then 5, then 7. The last digit is 1. So it won't be possible with 2. So let us add those digits. Divisibility test for 3. 8, 1 plus 9, 9 plus 8, 17, 18, 18 and 9, 27. So definitely it will be divided by 3. So once we divide by 3, what do we get is 6 3s are 18, 1 4, 4, 8, then 2 and 7. This is what we will get. Further, can we divide by 3? 10, 10, 7. Yes. So if you divide by 3, 6, 2, 1s are, 6 are, 0, 9s are. Further, again 9, 9, 18, so 3 can be divided. So it will be 7, 2s are, 0s are, 3s are. Okay. Then again 9 plus 3 is, so 2s are 4, 0, 1. Now it is 6 plus 1, 7. So 3 say it's not possible now. So let us divide it by 7. 5 is not possible. So 7 3s are 21. 3 0 4s are 21. 3s are. So we know that 373 is divisible by again 7. So that will give us 49. Then 7 will give us 7, then 7 will give us 1. So this is how we will get. So what are the factors we got is 3 into 3 into 3 into 3, 4 times and 4 times 7. So make pairs So what do we get is 3, 3, 7 and 7. So 3 into 3, 9, 9 sevens are 63, 63 into 7 will give us 441. So that is our answer. Okay, this is the way how to calculate square root using the prime factorization method. Now there is another method to find out the square root by long division method, that also we'll see, but I'll just referring this book, so I'll be just continuing with that. So let's move to the next question. Question number 3 says find the smallest number by which this be multiplied so that the product is a perfect square. Okay, so the number given here is 2592 is the number which is given to us. This is question number 3. What do we have to do is we have to just check this number, we have to solve this number, and we have to find out the smallest number. Now this is not a perfect square, so by which number we should multiply to make it a perfect square. So again we'll do the prime factorization first of all. So let us do that and let us see whichever number is left over. We know that if it is a perfect square, उसके pairs बनेंगे. अगर pair नहीं बन रहा है, there is something is left, that means that number is required one more time. Let us see that. So 2592 will divided by 2 will give you 1296, divided by again 2 will give us 648, then 324, again 2 will give us 162, will give us 81. Now it is not possible with 2, so but 3 will give us 27, 3 will give us 9, 3 will give us 3, and 3 will give us 1. So if we see all those factors, one pair, second pair, now this 2 is not in a pair, this is in a pair, this is in a pair. So that means this quantity need to be multiplied by 2 once more to be a perfect square, because for pairing of these two we need one more 2 here, right? So 2 is the smallest number by which this number has to be multiplied to be a perfect square. So you can write it down in pairs, or we can write down here like this: 3 into 3 into 3 into 3. Make pairs. So in answer you can see clearly 2 is the smallest number to be multiplied with to get perfect square. This way you can just simply write down the answer. Same way, this is another type of problem that we have learned. Now we'll see different type of decimal or fraction numbers and how to find out their square roots. So let us do that. I hope I'm not going too fast. If you feel it fast, you can just pause the video and check it out. And one more thing, there is one more video in Vedic Maths wherein I have explained how to find out the perfect square or the square of any 2-digit number. Beautiful video, please watch that as well. Okay, so moving ahead, let us do the question number 5, which says find the square root of some decimal number. So question number 5 part 1 says the question is 0.4. So whenever you get this kind of a decimal number, please remove the decimal and write number of zeros. So here 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 zeros will come here. And then we have to find out the square root. Okay, so this numerator, again we can find out the square root using the same prime factorization method. And for zeros, always remember, square root of 2 zeros will be 1 zero. Square root of 4 zeros will be 2 zeros. Just remember this thing. Same way it will go on. Okay, because square of 110 will give you 100. Square of 100 will give you. So it's just opposite to that. So for denominator, it is quite easy to find out the square root, because for this square root will be 100. But for this we have to find out. So let us do that. So we'll divide it by 2 will give us 882, will divide by 2 will give us 441. Now it won't be possible for with 2, so let us do it with 3, 147, and 3 will give us 49. This kind of question we have done just now. Okay. So these are the pairs we got, 1, 2, 3, right? So we can write down 1764 upon 10,000 can be written as, this is 2 into 2 into 2, sorry, 2 into 3 into 7. Just I am not writing it again, I am just taking the one number out of the pair, removing the square root. And for this, our square root is 100. So if we solve this, this will give us 42 upon 100. Now we can easily remove these zeros, so answer will be 0.42. So that is how we will find out the square root of decimal fraction or decimal numbers given to us. So let's take another question of it. Question number 6, part 1, I am just taking, wherein we have to write down the square root of fractions of with decimals. So let us do that. I hope I'm not doing too fast. It's okay, but you can pause and look at it again. Because I wanted to make a video a bit shorter so that it will be quite a bit interesting for you. It should not be boring. Okay. So let's see question number 6, part 1. It says evaluate, and the number which is given is 14.4 and 22.5, right? So step 1 is to just remove the decimal. That is what we did in the previous question. Now here there is a decimal in numerator as well as denominator. So what I will prefer is I will remove this decimal and place number of zeros above. And for here also, after decimal there is a 1 digit, so we will place 10, right? And then it can be cut. So what do we get is 144 upon 225. Just remember the squares of first 25 numbers which I have told you last time. So it is nothing but, sorry, so just remove it. It will give you 12 and 225 is 15. Further reducing it, we will get 4 by 5 or 0.8, right? So this is our answer. Simple method. Moving to the third part. Third part says another question. Right. So 25 by 52 into 2 is to 13 by 18 into 0.25. Right. So first, let us solve it in between. 25 square root is 5, we know that. 32 we don't have, either we have to make it 64 or 16. So whichever way we can do it. So I'll just write down this is a square of 5. This I'm writing down 16 into 2. Now this I'll be converting 18 to the 36 plus 13, 49 upon 18. And again decimal is there, so I'm just removing the decimal and placing zeros down, right? Okay. So there are two ways we can cut it down also, to reduce it in a smaller way, or if you see this is a perfect square, so no need to do it, we can do it in the next step. So what I am doing is I am just combining these two, because this will give you 36, which is a square of 6. So 5 square, so we get 5 outside. 49 square root, we get 7. 25, we get 5. In the denominator, 16 will give us 4. 2 into 18 is 36, will give us 6. And 100 will give us 10. Right? Now we can reduce it or cut it. So 5 ones are 5, 5 2s are 10. What do we get above is 35. And down here it is 4 6 are 24 into 2, 48. So that will be our answer. So this is not a difficult task. Just remove the decimal, convert mixed fraction into improper, and just try to make them as a perfect square. So it's easy to solve as a the square root of that. So now moving to one more type of question, which is this exercise question number 7, part 1. So I'm just giving example. Whosoever is not having this book, just you follow these examples. This is the way to solve or find out the quadratic, square root problem using prime factorization method. Okay, so next question. It says 3 square root of 3 square into 6 raised to the power 3 into 24. Simply we just need to make it, now it is already in the square form, so no need to change it. This is 3, so we need one more 6 actually. So let's get this from here. Okay, so we can write down this becomes 6 to the power 4 and this becomes 2 to the power square. Now these are all having even number of powers, so we can simply write down. So 3 square will give us 3, 6 to the power 4 will give us 6 to the power 2 and this will give us 2. Okay, so let us solve it. So what do we get is 36 2s are 3 into 2 6, 6 into the, so 36 into 6 only, so which is 216. That's our answer. Okay, one more type of question, same way. Let us see how to solve it. So this question, I will just write as a bigger question, so I hope you have written this. So this is part 3. Part 3 says square root of 5 plus 2 21 upon 25 into 0.169 divided by, this is 1.6. Okay. Okay, now this is the question. So what do we have to first? It's mixed fraction. So convert it into improper, then take LCM and solve this inside the bracket. And here remove the decimals and convert into the normal number. So let us do that. First is, okay, 25 2s are 50, 50 plus 21 is 71. And here I am removing the decimals. So there were, after this decimal, 3 places, so 3 zeros, and there it was 1, so 1 0. 1 0 1 0 will cut out. Okay, so this is perfect square of 13, this is perfect square of 4, this is perfect square of 10. So this is sorted out. Now just need to solve this. So 25, if I will be taking LCM, so 25 into 5 is 125, 125 plus 71 is 196. Great. So we got, now all the numbers which are the perfect square of some numbers. 196, just now I think you have to remember that. I have explained the chart in the beginning itself. So 196 is a square of 14, 169 is 13, 25 is 5, 16 is 4 and 100 is 10. Right? Now reduce it by 2, we can divide this. So what do we get is 13 sevens are, now 13 sevens are 91 upon 5 to the 10, 10 tens are 100. So our answer is 0.91. Okay, so this is the another type of questions. Now let me do one more question, or we'll move to the next part. So let me see that fifth part. Okay, that's interesting. It's only one type, but we can always do this type of practice. We can always write down this type of question. This type of question generally comes in the competitive exams as well. So there is a bigger root is given. The number written is 248 plus, and there is another root inside. The number is 52. Then another root number is 144. So Just remember, we have to solve from this, then this, then this. So let us do that. So what is the square root of 144? Yes, you are right. It is nothing but 12. Then again, 52 plus 12 is 64. So what is the square root of 64? Correct. It is 8. So we got 256. Or what is the square root of 256? It is nothing but 16. Correct. So this is our answer. Look wise, it's look very complicated, but when we start solving it, it's very easy to solve. Okay, last question I'll take for this session. It's a word problem. So I'm just saying this word problem. You need to listen to me and write it down if you want to write. Out of 745 students, maximum are to be arranged in the school field for PT display such that number of rows is equal to number of columns. Find the number of rows if 16 students are left out after the arrangement. So I hope you understood this question. So total number of students are 745. Right? Now the number of students are in rows and column are exactly same. So if we take, suppose x is number of rows, so columns will also be same, x. So x into x means x square will be the total number of students, which will form that pattern. But after forming that pattern, what the question says, still some 16 students are left over. So let us see how many students. So number of students left is 16. So therefore, remaining student how many? We need to subtract it. So we will get 729. So these 729 students are forming a pattern. It's kind of this way, square pattern, because all the number of rows and number of columns are equal, right? So let number of rows into number of column equal to 729. So suppose this is x into x is 729. So x square is 729. So x will be, what is the square root of 729? It is 27. So that is our answer. So the number of student in a row are, each row it is 27. So we have to write down answer. So number of student in each row is 27. So that way you have to just write down. For number of rows we have to write, not each student, number of rows. So number of rows. Okay. So these are the number of rows and columns. So this is our final answer. So this is, today I have just took the session of how to find out the square root of a numbers with the help of this prime factorization method. So in the next session I'll just take a chapter or section about the how to find out the square root using the big long division method. Till then, thank you.